One of the biggest ironies of the social justice movement is that every buzzword doesn't quite mean what it seems to mean, or even means the exact opposite. Just like how in 1984, war is peace and freedom is slavery, in social justice, equity or equality of outcome means treating people unequally based on surface level criteria to get a certain result, and being inclusive of some things means being exclusive of others. One university is urging students to be inclusive with how they use emojis by excluding certain emojis. Let's take a look. So Colorado State University recently published a guide called 10 Ways to Make Your Social Media Channels More Inclusive. This is like one of those clickbait BuzzFeed articles, but without the bait. It's not even shiny trash, it's just trash. Number 2 says, use the yellow emojis when addressing a diverse audience. This is actually very curious. Most people probably use the yellow one because it's the default, but if you were thinking about it from a racial perspective, wouldn't yellow be Asian? You would think Colorado State would want you to use yellow, black, white, whatever else they have in equal proportions. And what about red? I don't think there's any Native American emoji. This is a problem that absolutely needs to be solved. The school next says avoid gendered emojis when possible. Instead, use one of the variations of the yellow smiley faces or object emojis. So you're going to suggest a certain color I use, advise me not to use certain genders. You can already see how this is not very inclusive. Now I know at this point you might be thinking, so Shimshock, the guy who wrote this, he must be a real fruitcake. But not so fast. They must be a real fruitcake if you follow suggestion number 1, which says use inclusive pronouns, they, them, theirs, students, Rams, their mascot, everyone. Then there's this next one, which for some reason really irritated me on a gut level. Use people first language, person with a disability versus disabled, unless the person indicates another preference. No. I'm not going to contort my vocabulary, use an extra 6 syllables, and use a noun instead of an adjective just to fit your perverted worldview. Sorry, not gonna happen. Perhaps the only one of Colorado State's guidelines you should follow is number 8, authentically represent diversity. You can do this, of course, by saying diversity as it's currently valued is a sham. Hocus pocus. Hogwash, because it focuses on all of the different flavors of shallow, surface-level variety, but not a multitude of personalities, thoughts, you know, the stuff that really matters. And it prevents you from using cool emojis. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.